Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep, but running out. As time ticks by, still I try. No rest for grasshops in my mind. On my own, here we go. No Sleez bomb today, guys. Are we live? Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody. The only reason why I'm singing Green Day is playing live today at Ottawa Blues Fest, and I do not have tickets, and I'm not paying for them. I'm not paying for them because we got drafts to do and we got to lock in. This is not a mock draft, folks. This is a real money draft with real money implications. Tell you guys how much real money after we shout out all the beautiful members in the chat, all the beautiful members of Disco Ball Nation in this draft. Bunch of savages. We got Just Josh, and aka the Handcuff God at the 102. Mount Matumbo at the 104. Good to see you. RH Hacks at the 105. Broadster at the 106. Yours truly at the 107. Young Pro at the 108. Two Mules and a Cod at the 109. Updog at the 110. A different 1 week season fella at the 111, and Willie 86 at the 112. We got some disco balls in here. Hey, Updog. You want to jump on the stream? This is a very lonesome friendship Friday. Very, very lonesome. I've been listening to some Creed to get hyped. First, says Coping the Cattle Dogs. Baby, how's your knee? Is your knee okay? Yeah, she tried to like leg sweep me, and I didn't even know, and she ended up falling on her knee like really hard. I feel bad, but I had to laugh. Second, but first non-wife, shout out to No Cap Mac. James says, third off work soon. Welcome back to Canada. I can't wait to hear about that incredible vacation you just had, buddy. If I get in, nobody tell the wife. Heard. No, I won't tell her. I promise. Took a ton of worthy in fourth and fifth rounds. Shout out to Disco. Appreciate you, Dynasty Fantasy Football Helper. You're the guy. You're my guy. I love you, buddy. I love you. All right. I mean, there's no way that Brian Thomas Jr. is going to fall, but we need to up our exposure for Malik Neighbors. We'll continue to fade all KC players except Royal, says Two Mules in the Cart. That's your prerogative. Fourth non-wife. Let's go. Happy Friendship Friday. Willie, good to see you, brother. New lobby, just up. Disco, is this thing on? Are we live? We are now. You took Saquon at the 106. I was considering taking him at the 107 if he fell there. Pineapples, that means we're queuing up. We doing a mini or the main, says No Cap. It's usually the main here on this channel. Oh shit, what's up, Who's Goats? It's going down. Miss Disco 48 days until football season, baby. Let's go. He's lost it. Who's lost it? One of my question is, how is the running back situation with the Chargers? Is it a 50-50? No, it's going to be Omarion Hampton. But it's important to sprinkle in a little bit Najee, especially if he falls at ADP. Matumbo out of the YouTube penalty box. He's been in the chat. He's been very positive and very fantastic. Actually, I think we just got off on the wrong note. Kobe the Cattle Dog says you laughed the entire time. I sure did. Happy Friendship Friday, Brian. To you too, brother. Happy Friendship Friday to you as well, my friend. God bless you, man. I love you, buddy. Rabona King says, get Updog on the live. I mean, I don't even know if he's watching. He knows he has a standing invitation whenever he wants to hop on. He's more than welcome to. Rabona, you always ask me if I'm queuing up for a main, and yet you're never queuing up with us. Rabona, where you at? Where you at, Rabona? We had a very interesting day today. We had one of our favorite best ball drafters on the planet. And by the way, what's with this thing on Twitter where best ball bros are being bashed? What's going on with that? I am I living under a rock? I don't understand what's going on there. I don't get it. But yeah, we had a very interesting day on Twitter. Very interesting day on Twitter. And then Grok is just taking over right now, which is absurd. But yeah, I can't wait to answer your fantasy football questions. I can't wait to talk ball. This is a unique start for me. Malik Neighbors, Lad McConkey. I would love to tell you guys who I'm targeting in the third round here, but I'm pretty sure everybody and their mom knows who I want in the third round right now. Make sure you guys smash the like. Make sure you guys vote. And I'm about to tell you guys what we're doing and where we're doing it and how you can do it too. This, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft with real money implications. How much real money are we talking about? $2.5 million in total prizes. Holy fuck a doodle. That's a lot of fucking moolah. $500,000 goes to first. It's total points format. Most points win. It's best ball weekly score from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft. There's a fast and slow. It's a $20 entry. You get to max out with 150 lineups. There's also the drafters $3 mini, which is filling at an incredible pace, actually. $3 entry, $25,000 goes to first place. $125,000 gets redistributed to all the replacements. We already maxed out the first mini. We plan on maxing out the second mini. We definitely plan on maxing out this main. This is our 70th main thus far. And you may be asking, like, Disco, how are you going to manage all of those drafts? And I'm going to answer you simply. I don't have to. I get to get my fantasy football fix. I get to do the best part of fantasy and just draft. And this makes me better prepared than all of my other enemies. And everybody's an enemy if they're drafting against you and us in fantasy football. It makes me better prepared because these are real shots on net, real ADP. This ADP constantly changes. Like if you were to go do a mock draft on Yahoo right now, Rashee Rice would still be going in the second round. He'd still be going there. Yeah. Don't do it. Brat's gonna do it to me. He didn't. God bless you, Brat. I love you. Thank you. We took Xavier Worthy in round 3, and I'm perfectly okay with that. That's roughly where he's going now. And we're going to continue to see Rashee Rice trickle down and drop. And you're not going to get that sort of real ADP where, that's the best part about best ball. It keeps a pulse on the offseason. So as the offseason moves, the ADP also adjusts automatically. You'll see little micro fades, little micro dumps. You'll see players switching like Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. But yeah, the reason why I'm able to do it is because it's best ball format. And this is how it works. You have 20 rounds to build your rosters for depth. Each week, you start the following positions: 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best performances will be applied to weekly totals. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. What do we do with that garbage, chat? We get that garbage out of here. You literally just draft it and forget it unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money. So sign up today on Drafters Fantasy Sports. Make your first deposit anywhere between $25 to $100, and we'll double every single cent, every single dollar-ooski, and you get to come here and have fun with us. We also got season-long pick'ems, which are incredibly addictive and expensive simultaneously. I can't help but just go for 100x season-long pick'ems. We also have the guys Patreon. My guy Sleez is out on vacation. Shout out to him. He's in Lake Tahoe. We have 3 tiers. Every tier is going to give you an advantage to crushing your league mates in fantasy football this year. Make sure you guys hit up the guys. Link is in the description. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, especially if you're one of the 23 people watching us on Twitter. So come over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel and smash the like, smash the subscription. Let's go. Happy Friendship Friday. Happy Friendship Friday, brother. Rashee Rice. Rashid, hell no. Just made it. Thought I would have to auto draft a couple picks. Had to sweep all the dystopia around here into the corner. How's it? The dystopia? What? Big draft energy time. What's up, brother? Good to see you, Jamie Prague. Thanks for swinging by. Is anyone too old to remember Raiders 1991 first round pick QB Todd Marinovich? I mean, the name is familiar, but I'd be a liar if I said, yeah, I remember him. No, I was born in 1990, so definitely not. All right, it was going to be Kenneth Walker or Marion Hampton. We took Jalen Hurts. NFL DFS picks. Good to see you, brother. What's up with you? Just having a great day, man. It's been a weird day. It's been a weird day, and I'm not going to talk bad about anybody because it's not what we do here. Known as the Robo QB, but he became an addict and ended up in the CFL and AFL. No, no idea. Todd Marinovich. Doesn't ring a bell. Todd Marino? Gino Marino? What's Darnold's nickname? Is that like, I know Gino Marino was your Seahawks love for what's Darnold's? Is it Milrino Marino? What's going on? Yeah, this Grok shit's absolutely insane. I'm considering just muting everything. His book comes up on August 5th, and I landed an interview. That's insane. Where's the interview? Like, you doing the interview in person, or are you guys doing it online? That's interesting. What's that? I don't know why his name is evading me. Johnny Manziel. It sounds like Johnny Manziel, but in the 90s. Was he as good? Eating an absolute incredible dinner. You sent me a picture of it, Dan, and it looks wonderful. It looks scrumdiddlyumptious. Yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing running back at this point. Hopefully, we could get George Pickens here. That would be sweet. See what Brent does. Okay. We'll reach a little bit on Chris Olave because I know there's no way he's going to fall back to me, and I'm more happy taking any of these next running backs at ADP than, like a Juan Jennings, who has incredible news today. Like, you have both Ricky Pearsall and Brandon Ayuk on the pup now. CMC is supposed to be healthy and good to go, but how can we trust Kyle Shanahan, especially after he told us that, Ayuk would be all right and potentially good to go for week one? And so, like, Juan Jennings doesn't have a contract. Next best available for San Francisco, obviously, other than, the CMC situation. If he's healthy, he's obviously going to be relied upon a heck of a lot, which just makes me a little bit more bullish on my Isaac Garendo bags. But if you're looking at it this way, other than George Kittle, CMC, Garendo, like, next best up, especially if this Juan Jennings contract situation isn't sorted, it's got to be Cowing. Like, Demarcus Robinson's even on a suspension. He's got 3-week suspension. Like, they're literally, I don't know who their receivers are, but is any of them worth rostering at this point? It'll be on the RPO football show, IDP and offense. I love that. Good for you, man. Darnold won't last out. O-line still sucks. Drew Locks will start a couple, then Milroe takes over. I mean, my Milroe bags is hoping that there's no Drew Lock in between. Milroe's going to be the guy. 1967 or 68, can't remember. Darnie Anderson, number 44, first $1 million contract in the NFL. Hella random. NFL D, enjoy, my dinner ain't ready. Guess I will have to beat my wife. What the fuck? What the fuck, jeez? Why is Pearsall on pup? It's his hamstring. He had that soft tissue issue. He had that soft tissue situation and scenario early on in the mandatory OTAs and minicamp. And it just never got right. So it's more of a precautionary thing. I don't think he's like on the pup. That means you're out for 4 weeks definitively. Like, there's a chance that he could be lifted off once training camp starts. But just to start him off at this point, when training camp is like a day or two away from that, it's not a good look. All right, we'll just go Caleb Johnson here. Like James Conner's another one of those guys where it's like I feel bad for not drafting him as my feature running back, but like eventually the wheels are going to fall off. And this draft in this world, in draft number 50, this might be the world where his wheels fall off. Tyler Bradley says, found it. Good to see you, Tyler Bradley. Shout out to Tyler Bradley and the Fantasy Football Advice Network. Great guys. They got a great show tonight. They got hype coming up. They sent me an advanced copy of the book, but I'm not allowed to share it. LOL. Well, is it a good read, or like, did you enjoy the book? Can you share that with us? Ricky Pupless, excuse me. Damn it, yeah. Headed home soon. See you guys in a bit. Be safe, James. No stream supporting and watching and driving. No stream supporting, watching, and driving. Guys, if you guys want to draft with us, get your team looked at, get your roster broken down. We got you. We 100% got you. Okay. I'm starting to think I need a little bit more exposure to Tyreek Hill. I'm coming to terms with every other season, Tua is going to be good. Last year, obviously not good. This year, the offensive line has improved in the offseason. That's a plus. The run game should be viable. That's a plus. Tyreek Hill's been doing a bunch of track and field stuff. That's a plus. Tyreek Hill, like, I loved him when he was going in the third round. Now you can't get him past the second. He's one of the, like, if we're talking about this guy will make or break my fantasy football team, I think it starts with Tyreek Hill when we have that discussion, because his explosiveness, his ability on the field is only, being questioned right now because of the antics and bullshit that he deals with off of the field. But he might be one of the best clicks in fantasy football or one of the worst clicks. And there's no gray area in between, which is very bothersome with him. I do need to start clicking him a little bit more. Willie says crazy. Najee hasn't made any public appearances. He must be cooked. It's both of his eyes, dude. It's not just one. He has superficial, like, damage to both of his eyes. It's not just one. So yeah, I mean, he's literally cannot. I love that Worthy isn't going into the third round. Allows me to get Jacobs. I mean, I took him in the third round, but Jacobs has been falling here for some reason. The last couple of drafts, he's been falling here. You definitely didn't need Harvey here. You could have let me have him, or even Young Pro. No, Young Pro didn't even need him either. Just being greedy, man. I hate that I have an uncorrelated Jalen Hurts, but we can write that wrong down the stretch. We'll just go with another wide receiver here. This is a great receiving room, but our running back situation is hurting. Our running back situation is very hurting. I think we're done at wide receiver for the next little bit. We're just going to attack running backs as much as humanly possible. In the middle of it, and yeah, it's a crazy story, especially the part where he broke into someone's house and woke up there naked. Dude, you're not supposed to tell you literally just said you couldn't tell us about the book, and now you're telling us about the book. What the hell, Jamie? Lock in, man. Remind me to never tell you a secret, for what it's worth, Jamie. Just that's what I learned about you. I love you. You're a beautiful man. Just remind me to never tell you a secret. Jamie, are you going to go to be at? Are you going to the Fantasy Football Expo? Carl Ramrod, my guy. Good to see you, brother. He says, "Good evening, all. Good evening, Carl Ramrod. Glad to see you. Remind me to message you later." He's been arrested over dozens of times and incarcerated 5 times. So all those stories are in the book. Hey, man, at least he had an opportunity to write a book. Aaron Hernandez did not. Too soon? Too soon. Slightly too soon. Potentially way too soon. That was a headline in the news, so it's nothing new. Yeah, I'll be at the expo. All right. Make sure you say hi, brother. I'm excited to see what jerseys you got on this time. I'm telling you guys, Jamie Parag has such a fantastic jersey collection. Speaking of jersey collections, I almost bought a baseball jersey the other day, and I don't even watch baseball, but I just like the look of it. I want to get one that says "I heart BJ's." for the Toronto Blue Jays. Come on, guys. Get your head out of the gutter. Let's go. Lock in. Focus. Focus. Lock in with us. Lock in with us. Any fantasy football questions, guys? I would love to answer everything that you guys have. Anything and everything. All of it. Connection is fairly good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you guys remember when I was drafting Zamir White a heck of a lot last year? Who do you guys think my Zamir White is this year? Who is my Zamir White this year? You're going to rock the purple Kobe's at the Expo? They're actually LeBrons. I don't have Kobe's. I got LeBrons. Kobe's are just, they're not comfortable on the Achilles. Jordans feel too heavy in the insole. LeBrons are just the most comfortable thing, especially for size 16, 17. LeBrons are just so incredible. Aaron Jones is our RB2. We are panicking. Grok, talk me off the total 0 RB builds tomorrow in Scott Fishbowl. 0 RB in Scott Fish? That doesn't seem smart in Scott Fish. I feel like you want to prioritize your running backs in Scott Fish. But I think if everybody's prioritizing the running backs, you might have an advantage if you don't. But you also need that floor. It's much safer to get a good floor. How late are you pushing the 0 running backs, Jonathan Siegel? And Jay Sieg will be live with the Fantasy Football Goats at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you guys check them out. Pacheco, I don't have Pacheco. Like my Pacheco exposure is non-existent. I don't have a lot of him or any of him, for that matter. I'm just not in on him. So like this guy's part of the 1 week season team here, but like Billy Gableman would be rolling over in his grave, but he's not dead. He's very alive. Billy Gableman would be fucking infuriated with his decisions to take Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. Tanks Bigsby. I don't have a lot of Tank Bigsby either. Scott Fishbowl 15 scoring is based off of volume, so you want RBs. Exactly. I think so too. So we just doing one tonight? Potentially. We might do another. We may. Who knows? I don't know if you guys noticed, but like I was up at 4 a.m. posting a short that wasn't a short because I fucked up. It was a YouTube video, but nevertheless, edit that thing, clip that thing, put it together. Very proud of it. It's either punt because they run early or you go robust if you can. Why don't you just try to attack the ones? Because I know there's a tight end premium as well. Do you know what, like, I'm assuming you know what draft position you have in the Scott Fish. So who's your Zamir White, the guy getting drafted way too high and will fall? God. Excellent question. Like, I think the only person who I have remotely close to the amount of Zamir White exposure I had last year is Kenneth Walker. But I'm not betting against Kenneth Walker. And I was spending way higher draft capital on Kenneth Walker. I mean, I already got Caleb Johnson, so Jalen Warren would have been a smart click. Quinshon Judkins is going to continue to fall, and if he doesn't, that's fine. Charbonnet, I think it's too early to get a cuff. J.K. Dobbins, I'm not drafting whatsoever. Tyrone Tracy's probably BPA, in my opinion. I'm very curious to see how far Brandon Ayuk. Has anybody done a draft today? Has anybody seen how far Brandon Ayuk drops now and falls? Because I've been invested in him, you know, knowing that fully well he could be not playing, and I've been comfortable taking him in round 10s and 11. So I'll be even more comfortable taking him later on now. I'm very invested in him. All right, Judkins gone. This Slade guy is probably going to take Charbonnet or Tracy as well. I need to start leaving with 100% Njoku moving forward, guys. Remind me. Um, 109 at Jamie Parag. I think he could do it. Played eeny, meeny, miny, mo with Ingram and Andrews there. Who did? You did or I did? And Joku went to Slade. I think Slade's listened to us. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Waiting for someone to say BTJ. Now, man, we were banging on about Jamar Chase no matter what last year. It's definitely not early in the draft. I think we nailed our early in the draft call. I mean, God forbid it's Xavier Worthy. Knock on wood, it's not Xavier Worthy. I'm down for a mini after potentially. Oh shit. Baseball. I heard about a friend of nowhere. With it, let me say. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. All right. That's our pick'em ticket, guys. Brandon Fat over 17.5 picture outs. Patrick Corbin, the discount pick, over 10.5. Tyler Glass now over 5.5. Brandon Walter over 16.5 pitcher outs. That's our pick'em ticket tonight, guys. That will $10 extra. Tail at your own risk. I am not liable for any losses. Watching and listening to podcasts and streamers defending their takes on Judkins and Rice reminds me of how the victims of slasher movies running into the basement looking for an escape route. Right? Just turn the freaking engine on. Put the keys in the ignition and leave. Stop fumbling the keys. I agree. I have 107 and went 4 RBs to start. Barkley, Taylor, Kamara, and Hubbard. Then went Higgins, Kelsey, Ingram, Jawan Johnson, Ridley. I think Sleez is doing really well in his Scott Fish. I think he's absolutely smashing his Scott Fish from all the things that I hear. And I'm hearing it directly from him, but he's also showing me like his rankings, and he just looks like he's just tearing that shit up. All right, we're done at. We could have been done at quarterback. We could have been done at tight end. We decided to be done at tight end because there's correlation opportunities later on with Tyler Warren. So we'll give that a go. My Zamir White will probably be Miles Sanders by the end of it all. I mean, I was wrong about Miles Sanders last year as a round 20 click, but Zamir was drafted in the 80s. Miles 180s. Yeah. So who am I drafting a lot in the 80s? Golden. Matthew Golden's the guy. Guys, this year's big draft energy Zamir White call is Matthew Golden. Don't draft him. Let him follow me. You have the voice of an angel. So I've heard. You should be a professional singer. You can sing solo. Solo, we can't hear you. Oh, that's a good one. Jamie, I like that one. Good shit. I like that a lot. Things are coming together, guys, for the big draft, the Big Heart Energy 24-hour charity draftathon on August 23rd and 24th. Things are really coming together. And I'm just floored that like people remembered first and foremost, and people want to be part of it and make it more of a big thing. Like the items that some of the sponsors, yes, sponsors plural. We have multiple, which is incredible. You could really tell that this fantasy football community has like such a massive and spectacular heart. This is such a great cause. And if you guys are not familiar with the cause, we're raising funds for local hospice and palliative care. If you're not familiar with that, I won't go into too much detail, but essentially, say you have a loved one who's elderly. It doesn't necessarily have to be elderly, but say you have a loved one who has health complications and they can't really make it to a hospital to get the constant care that they need. Hospice care will you can either live in a hospice facility where there's in-house doctors, nurses of that sort, but they also have nurses and doctors, not really doctors, but nurses and people who caretakers who visit people at their homes and give them the the assistance that they need, especially, we had that for my father. My dad was had cancer and made life a little bit like it's impossible to say bye to a loved one, but when you have assistance like that, it definitely takes some pressure off and it makes it a little bit easier. So palliative care is like they're doing God's work, and it struck a chord with me. Last year's 24-hour fundraiser was a great success, and this year hopefully we're looking to 10x that. We're looking to really do something special this year, and the sponsors, the raffle tickets, the raffle items, like it's insane. It's insane. So if you can afford to give, make sure you guys prepare, a couple bucks on August 23rd to 24th, and we're going to be drafting a heck of a lot here on Drafters. Shout out to Drafters; they're one of our feature sponsors. One of our other feature sponsors, new, incredibly generous people, like phenomenal people, from Bull Rush. Just remember that name, guys. Bull Rush. Those guys are absolutely amazing, and we will be partnering up with them, and we'll be posting, quite a bit of Bull Rush content moving forward. Just shortly after August starts. So I'm very excited for that partnership as well. It's very exciting times. Very exciting times. I don't hate my running back room, honestly. Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones, Tyrone Tracy, Isaac Garenda. Why am I lying to myself? Why am I Disco? Don't lie to yourself, man. You're better than that. Trey Benson. Somebody convinced me that I should be drafting Trey Benson because I'm not. I'm not at all. Did the chat stop? If Rice and Worthy continue to go in third round, the late part of the board will be prime drafting position for a while. I think eventually we're going to see Xavier Worthy at the end of the second, early third. So I'm still okay drafting him in the middle of the third. He's somebody who I clearly have the most exposure to across every single draft, and somebody who I'm going to continue to draft because if you like your guys, just go get your guys. You missed me singing "One Last Breath" by Creed. Because Connor is a dusty old RB, and there's only doo-doo RBs on depth chart besides Benson. I mean, Americado was all right, but you make a valid point. I was considering Tootin, but then I thought better of it. What correlation opportunities do I have right now? Okay, I could get Jackson Dart. I'm like, who are you guys drafting at quarterback for New Orleans right now? I don't trust Rattler. I will never draft Rattler. I'm not drafting Shuck. We can't get Jordan Love. Bo Nix is gone. We could potentially get a Daniel Jones or an Anthony Richardson, either or. I don't know, man. Benson, Spears, Allen, I like those guys in that range. I think Spears goes like earlier. Allen's gone. I mean, Benson fell to me, so why the hell not? I think that's my first share of Trey Benson and 19 past ADP. Why the hell not? I'll do it. My wide receiver room is nice. My quarterback's great. My tight end room is nice. My running back room has a lot of depth. It needs a lot to happen. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a Patriots hat. Yeah. It's a Pat's cap. Speaking of caps, what's up, No Cap? He says, Shuck is the guy if you were stacking the Saints. You're probably right. But I mean, are we talking about this year's Farva? And by Farva, I mean Aiden O'Connell. Could be Shuck. It could be Russ. Could be both. Could be Sam Darnold. 21% Ford now. That's egregious. I think I have 1% now. 4.39 speed never hurts. Who dat? Who dat? Benson? I think Benson's a very good contingency play if you have 3+ solid RBs on the team. I like him as a fourth. He's my 6th RB. Yeah, he's my 6th RB right now. We got Caleb, Aaron Jones, Tyrone Tracy, Isaac Grando, Austin Eckler, Trey Benson. This is like, we need a lot to happen for this running back room to be viable. But our wide receiver room is elite. We were asking who is my Zamir White take this year. No cap Mac. Yes, Benson's very fast. Yes. It took me a second, but I came to. I've been up since 4, man. I'm tired. It's been a long day, Chef. You had a good day though, Chef? It's weird. Some days you're on Dennis, some days you're on Chef. It's good to see you though, brother. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a spectacular day. Demario Douglas is one of the best clicks in this round, and I'll continue to say that. And I love what Young Pro's doing with his team. It's a good team. But he did take Jawan, which is a great pick. But Jordan Addison kind of hurts. Even though there's no definitive news on Jordan Addison, it kind of hurts. I'll take the starting RB in the 14th round every time. Hell yeah, man. Make your bet. Draft like you're right. I love that for you. My day is better with you guys. My grandpa passed away a few hours ago. I'm so sorry for your loss, brother. I am so sorry for your loss. Chef, my deepest and sincerest condolences, and I know that the rest of the community echoes that, man. May God bless his soul. May God bless your family, and hopefully you'll find that time and that opportunity to smile and reminisce on the positive memories he left behind for you guys. But yeah, your families are my prayers tonight, man. God bless you. I'm so sorry about that. Genuinely. Exactly. Carl Ramos says, sending love, Chef. Sucks, brother. Sucks. You doing all right, Chef? You know you can just message me whenever, right? I got you. Sorry, man. Yikes. Think of you and your family, Chef, says Broadster. Very sorry to hear that, Chef. My condolences to you and your family, man. Yeah, I agree. Appreciate you all, Smiles. I got the news, looked to my side. The car's license plate said don't cry. And it's been all okay since that. God is incredible, man. God is incredible. God is so good all the time. All the time. Even in the worst times, he's so good. I'm sorry, brother. Still, I'm sorry. Dang. How do I go back to talking about football after that? Honestly, like I'm here like immediately I just go to, spending fucking an entire day with my mom for like a scare on what was it, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday night. I spent the entire night in the hospital here in Canada because emergency rooms are like third world countries. And she had an emergency, a scare, and just took me back to like days with my dad. And it's just like, here I'm feeling grateful that my mom's okay for the most part, and nothing to be worried about or phased about. And here you are losing somebody that's important to you, and I'm sorry about that, man. All right, let's change it up. Positivity, good vibes, good times. So should we raffle a copy of Madden, or should we raffle a copy of college football for the big Heart Energy 24-hour stream? And at what point, in terms of like the donations, what's a good goal for us to set for donations this year? Don't ask me what we made last year. Just based off of my channel, what you know about me, all that shit. What do you guys think is a good goal for us to set this year to raise funds and help bless families that are less fortunate in less fortunate positions than we are? How can we help people out? Let me know, chat. Any and all ideas are great. 52% of you, 21 votes, 52% of you says, give me more Xavier Worthy, and then 48% say, hell no. Haters. 75K is not happening, Chef. I love that number. That is a crazy number. We made more than that last year, Dan. 2025. That's a good number. We made more than that last year, Dan. 2025, 70K, 75K, maybe one day. Maybe one day. I pray on it. I just don't know if I'll be doing the 24-hour streams. You know, when that's a possibility. 5K that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But that's a good goal. That's a good goal. Like, that's the end all be all goal, right? Not for like a $80 game, right? So, like, what milestones should we do to give away Madden, and what milestones should we do to give away a new copy of NCAA? And we're just going to do the duck races actively as we're live. I'm even trying to, like, no word of a lie. I'm not kidding. I'm even trying to land us a band. I'm trying to get us a live band for the 24-hour charity stream. Imagine that. Just doing covers like Dear Maria. Count me in. I got your picture. I'm coming with you. Dear Maria, count me. Sorry, I'm done. No more. Why am I singing? Why am I singing? But the band will be doing covers like that. Hopefully. Oh man, I want to participate in this. How many subs do you need to give away? It's not subs. It's for the 24-hour charity stream. It's how much money are we going to raise for a very noble and wonderful cause. That's what we're targeting. That's what our goal is. But some people on Twitter will tell you I'm a whiny baby. Some people will tell you I'm nothing but positivity and good times. I'm probably somewhere in the middle where I'm like a big whiny bitch and then like just a really positive, person. But I rock with you guys. You guys rock with me. Let's keep rocking. I don't want to go 3 QB build here, but I think with Daniel Jones being our second quarterback, we kind of are forced to now in this territory, which is unfortunate. Because any team that is kind of dependent on Daniel Jones is concerning. Jalen Hurts, in my opinion, has top 5 quarterback upside every single year. He is the most disrespected quarterback every single year and still performs at a top 5, top 10 basis. And everybody's going to be like, oh, well, like Saquon's going to get more work. He's not going to get the rushing touchdowns. We're going to see Jalen Hurts have to throw the ball a little bit more. Every year, he's averaged an insane amount of fantasy points. Still, he doesn't get the love that he deserves. He deserves better than that. Oh, I know who I want. If anybody snipes me on him uncorrelated, you are the worst person on the planet. All right, and then we're gonna just get a correlation piece. I think we're done at running back. We got Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones, Tyrone Tracy, Isaac Garendo, Austin Eckler, Trey Benson, Will Shipley. 7 running backs. I know it's a long shot for any of them to be absolutely viable and consistent on a weekly basis, but the ceiling that we have with this wide receiver room, it's worth the risk to take on this running back room, especially if a couple of these handcuff scenarios come into fruition. So, and we also have like a couple micro stacks, actually. We have some correlation without intending correlation. Pretty neat. I'm always down to jump in and chat with you, either on stream or in chat over here. If you have slots on the draftathon, you're like, so far, Sleez is slotted in. The beautiful folks from Bull Rush are slotted in. James Saw is definitely slotted in because this doesn't happen without James. James SEO is the pulse behind this entire situation and scenario. So yeah, you were in 100%, Chef. You just let me know what time works best for you, and hopefully, when Chef, are you coming to Canton for the expo? Damn, you guys left me Wix again. So like, I was talking to Sleez earlier today before he left for his trip to Tahoe. He mentioned that Dontayvion Wicks led the Green Bay Packers in targets last year. Am I mistaken? So somebody's got to check that. Is that legitimate? Dontayvion Wicks led the Packers in targets last year. And I'm like, at first, okay, this could be like a Dontayvion Wicks like eye opener, but it's more like an eye opener for Matthew Golden because they were so desperate for targets that they targeted this guy without hands. Yeah. That's another situation in person where like volume doesn't translate into productions. It's Dontayvion Wicks in the same category as Garrett Wilson. Hot take. Shout out to Sleazebomb. It's my guy. Enjoy vacation, brother. He should be back Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, screw that guy. Speaking of other guys who suck, Raheem Mostert, that guy, like I told you not to draft him last year. So shout out to all the content creators who said you should draft Raheem Mostert. Those guys are stupid. Disco, what's up, Bones? Good to see you, brother. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Dang it. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I did. Damn, you left me wits again. Yes, didn't help. Hell yeah. 30% overall, 55% on the main board. Yes, he did. As of now, not going, but let me see what I can do to make it happen. I will be there. I will be there. God willing, I'll be there. All right. So this portion, guys, if you're one of the 42 people watching us on Twitter, hi, my name is Disco. Hold on, let's give it a close up. Hello, my name is Disco. I have a nice beard. I am 6'8". I talk fantasy football. Do I know what I'm talking about? Stay tuned to find out. But at this point, we look at everybody in the community's rosters. We look at their draft. We give them advice based off of their team, their correlation, the roster construction, capital spent, draft capital spent, allocation, and then we give them more overall grade. So this is way better. BG, KG, Brip3, shout out Mount Matumbo in the house. He's drafting at the 101, 104. So yeah, let's look at Willie's lineup. He goes 3-6-8-3. We call that the Vanilla Gorilla Missionary roster construction. And the reason why we call 3-6-8-3 the Vanilla Gorilla Missionary roster construction is because this is the safest roster construction you can leave with. It's so safe that 65 to 75% of the field on average every year leaves their draft with this roster construction. So one way you can separate yourself from 150,000 other lineups in this best ball tournament to give yourself an advantage is to have a unique roster construction. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who are pro the 3-6-8-3, a lot of people who are anti 3-6-8-3. I'm open to both, right? Because you never know what you never know. I believe more about the right combination of players than the overall, like it's got to be 2-8-8-2 or it's got to be 3-6-8-3. Like that's all fluid, right? Just go with what you need. Make sure you fill in the dots here and there. Make sure that the draft capital makes sense and make sure that everything ties in. Okay. So he goes Justin Herbert, Drake May, Sam Darnold. That's a fine quarterback room. Devon Achane, Derrick Henry, Kyron Williams. Yikes. The amount of draft capital you spent here on running back has me concerned for your wide receiver room. You didn't need Braylon Allen. I would have pushed that to Disco. Let Disco have Braylon Allen. I can't stop drafting Braylon Allen. You even reached 10 spots ahead for Braylon Allen. Yikes. DJ Giddens, Kyle Monangai. Shout out to D-Bro. It doesn't matter if it's your guy, my guy. It's Kyle Monangai, who I am all in on. Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley, Debo. It's not bad. It's not bad. Cooper Kupp, Emeka Egbuka, Trey Harris. It's not bad. You did good. You did good. This is like a B- wide receiver room. with an A+ running back room. This is tough to make, but you did it. I like the discipline, right? He went Devon, H.N., Henry. Love that. Okay. Like that's unique. But like here, Kyron Williams could have been a catastrophic mistake, but you didn't let it define you. You went Evans, Kyron, and then you went Ridley, Debo, Kupp, Agbuka, Trey Harris. This is not bad. This is not bad. Would I recommend it? No, but you did a good job here. Do I think you landed the plane? There's a possible chance that you did. On Trey Harris correlated with Justin Herbert. No, Kyle Williams with Drake May and Hunter Henry. Elijah Arroyo, Cooper Kupp with Sam Darnold. He correlated his Seahawks. Shocker. This is good work. And then you also got Pat Freiermuth. This is good work. This is something that I would never ever do. And if I do it, I do it terribly. I just said doo-doo. I said doo-doo. Dumpster fire complete. Shots fired. Pew, 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 pew. Switching up from missionary keeps it interesting. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Missionary gets the job done, though. It's a good draft. I'm going to say that's a solid B. Like, I don't want to give it lower than that because you did a really good job with it. And I don't want to give it higher than that because it goes against everything I believe in. It's a good solid B. That's a good grade. All right, up dog, guys. If you guys are not familiar with this guy, I knew him before he was famous, okay? This guy is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, best ball drafter on the planet. He has consistently finished second in the hardest best ball tournament ever in total points format. Finished second twice. Not a lot of people can say that. He's made more money in 1 year fantasy football than I will ever make in an entire lifetime. So he goes 2-8-7-3. Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix. Daniels is somebody I just don't have a lot of this year. Travion Henderson kind of broke my heart that he didn't fall, but I mean, I kind of didn't select him when I should have. J.K. Dobbins, Zach Charbonnet, Javonte, Justice Hill, Brashard Smith, Taj Brooks, Trevor Etienne. I think we have a very similar running back room. Brian Thomas Jr., you guys know no matter what. I love that, other people are starting to take him in round one and reach a little bit on him because it just validates my beliefs and how bullish I am on Brian Thomas Jr. being the wide receiver one. He's going to be absolutely elite. Drake London, Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle, Darnell Mooney, Brandon Ayuk, Jacob Cowing. I feel like when you go elite quarterback here, it makes sense that you stacked Terry McLaurin here. But Terry McLaurin to reach, especially when we don't know his contract situation, it's a little concerned, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Darnell Mooney is not a bad click, especially correlation with Michael Penix. And then he's got Ayuk and Jacob Cowing. I like that for him. And like the Ayuk fall there is beautiful. As a wide receiver 6, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Banana bread? Hell yeah. I love banana bread. Sam Laporta, Kyle Pitts. I don't think you needed Strange. But I'm trying to do this more often, right? Even if I don't get the correlation piece, say for like the quarterback, I don't mind just investing in the top targets in an offense I believe in. And he invested in both Brian Thomas Jr. and Britton Strange. For who could possibly be the second leading receiving target in Jacksonville. I love this draft for you, man. I love this draft for you. I personally would have recommended 2 tight ends, but I mean, based off of capital spent, it's not bad. It's not bad to go 3 tight ends, especially with Kyle Pitts being like a shmee, and the Taylor Decker being out the first 4 weeks is not going to help Dallas. Detroit's not going to help Sam Laporta. Zeitler being in Tennessee is not going to help Goff and Laporta, and then Ragnar retiring is not going to help them. So it's good to have 3 here. I think Sam Laporta is going to be a fine click this year, though. He's going to get a lot of check down work. I think we're going to see Sam Laporta more of as a volume player this year, and I love that for him. Because if you guys know us, we are the original Laporta supporters. We called Laporta tight end 1 his first year, and I'm going to keep clinging on to that because, apparently I delete my bad takes on Twitter. Apparently my bad takes, like Zamir White, there's no Zamir White evidence whatsoever. Fucking pussy. Sup Disco and chat. What's up, Big King? Good to see you, buddy. Henderson will be rising when more casuals start drafting, more so Hampton as well. 2 rookies I'm targeting. I love you, Big King. Chef, I'm sorry for your losses, James Saw. Hell yeah. I found out today that McLaurin was number one in contested catches last year, which is a heck of a statistic, which just means that my assessment of Jaden Daniels being the most accurate quarterback out of all of the quarterbacks in last year's, his touch on the ball is just absolutely beautiful. I think the only reason why I don't love Jaden Daniels this year is because even if he returns his investment where he's currently being drafted, it's like, what are you getting out of it? You know what I mean? It's negligible. Whereas last year he outperformed his ADP significantly. And there's also the risk of injury with the volatility of the play calling there. I'm worried about it, man. Guys, make sure you vote. It says, give me more worthies at 57%. 43% are saying hell no. Can you guys stand on business why you voted hell no? You don't want more worthy in round 3. I know it's not extremely sharp, but I'd take Hampton around Chase Brown. I think that's extremely sharp. Hampton should be going earlier, guys. That's all I'm saying. Omarion Hampton should be going earlier than where he's currently going right now. And the fact that he's not, you need to take advantage of this value. I generally considered him over Jalen Hurts. All right. Our guy, 2 mules in a cart. 2 mules. You still in here, brother? He goes 2-6-9-3, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Ashton Genty, Josh Jacobs, robust RB start, and then RJ Harvey. Tank Bigsby, Jerome Ford, Blake Corum. Puka, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Ricky Pearsall. I think Ricky could have even fallen a little bit further. Michael Pittman, Christian Kirk. I like your receiving room despite going robust RB. And I love your, this is the perfect range to go to quarterbacks, in my opinion. De'Ami Brown, Dontavian Wicks correlated with Jordan Love and Josh Jacobs. Tutu. Pearsall with Brock Purdy. That's where Dallas Goddard went. Jonathan Smith and Jawan Johnson. This isn't bad work, man. You guys both went robust RB, and you also got a third RB. You guys landed the plane. This is very sharp stuff of you guys. Very, very sharp. So I've started to take more Hopkins and trade for him in Dynasty, giving up third usually, just for chance he still has it. I mean, does he still have it, or is he on the sauce? Stay tuned and find out this year in the 2025-2026 fantasy football NFL season, which is 49 sleeps away. 48, 49 sleep. How many sleeps are we? All right, Young Pro goes to 2-6-9-3. Josh Allen and JJ McCarthy. Jameer, I go again on my own, Jameer Gibbs. So right away, elite quarterback, RB in round 1. But you got him as the 8th overall pick, which is nice. Chase Brown. So this is a robust RB start. Jalen Warren. It's another very high investment in the running back position. And then Tootin, Sanders, Marshawn Lloyd, just a couple Jags. AJ Brown as your future wide receiver. Correlation with Khalil Shakir and Josh Allen. Jawan Jennings should go up 10 rounds. Not 10 rounds, 10 picks. He should go up 10 picks. Jordan Addison, a little micro stack with JJ McCarthy. He's currently being faded because of rumors of impending suspension, but we'll figure that out when we figure that out. Hollywood Brown, Demario Douglas, DeAndre Hopkins, Malik Washington, Noah Brown. So, in a tournament where you need 3 to 4 top 15, top 20 wide receivers on a weekly basis, I think you're close, but you're missing that one more piece. And I don't think Hollywood Brown is that piece. But if anybody could be that piece, it could be him or Pop Douglas. Pop Douglas, I think, is going to be a league winner. So there's a chance where this could smash. TJ Hawkinson, more correlation there. Dalton Kincaid, more correlation with Buffalo. And then Mike, you did not need Mike Gesicki. That should have been another wide receiver, in my opinion, or a running back. This is a good draft. It's a good draft. You guys are very bold. You guys are doing these strategies that I'm just not comfortable with. RH Hacks, are you in here, bud? Bark twice if you're in Ohio. All right, RH Hacks is not in the chat. Golden, what's your shares like? Give me a sec. I will pull that up for you right now, James. We go, we look at Matthew Golden right now. We say, hey, Matthew Golden, how much of you do I have here in this lineup? Player exposures. Matthew Golden, I have 23% across all contests. In the main, I have 27%. Very invested in Matthew Golden and Xavier Worthy, as you could tell. And Brian Thomas Jr. In my opinion, this year's Zamir White will be Pacheco and Scatabo. Two guys I'm not interested in. So we are going to avoid Zamir White scenario 2.0. We are not going to invest in Raheem Mostert. Not now, not ever. I'm waiting patiently. I got you, buddy. Nice Anchorman reference. Which one? Which one? Which Anchorman reference? I like Anchorman's the most quotable movie of all time. So I sometimes do Anchorman references without even remembering that it's an Anchorman reference. All right. We'll get Mount Mutombo because he's waiting patiently. 3-6-7-4. CJ Stroud, Tonga Vailoa, Geno Smith. It's a fine quarterback room. Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. I like that double stack. Ray Davis is somebody who I need to click more on. Dylan Sampson's A+ running back room. Tyreek Hill correlated with Tua, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jameson Williams, Jacoby Myers correlated with Geno, Keon Coleman, Rashad Bateman, Jalen Naylor. I feel like you're a little light at the wide receiver position, but if you get good breakouts from Jacoby Myers and Keon Coleman, and Rashad Bateman does exactly what he did last year, you have a chance. Kate Otten, Chigozimo Konkwu, Jatavian Sanders. Fuck you. Did you BK, did you try to get Cam Ward and he just didn't follow you? Terrence Ferguson. I don't think you needed 4 tight ends, but this is fine. This is okay. Your last draft was your best draft still. Too much investment at the running back, but your wide receiver is still all right. Let's see what R Hacks did and Dragon. I mean, I would, but like they're not in here. Rabona King, are you R Hacks? Rabona King, is that you? Bark twice if that was you. Oh, bark twice if you're in Ohio. I gotcha. Okay, that definitely an Anchorman reference. I'll be barking twice from Ohio. Fair enough. I mean, it's not bad. Am I wrong? I'm not trying. Hey, man, we're friends now. I'm not trying to get on like a bad, you know. I'm not trying to beef each other. Like, I just want peace, brother. If I'm wrong, just tell me, please, happily. I've already had enough Twitter beef for today. Just Josh and Dan with a 4 quarterback build. Fucking hate it. Caleb, I'm serious. I hate, especially with Caleb Williams, Stafford, Rodgers. No need for Anthony Richardson. He goes 4-5-8-3. Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson correlated with Jonathan Taylor, Chuba Hubbard, Travis Etienne, Roshan Johnson, Nick Chubb. That should have been a 6th running back. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams with Stafford, DK Metcalf with Rodgers, Roman Dunze with Caleb, Josh Downs with Anthony Richardson. I mean, they're all correlated. Cedric Tillman, Wan'Dale Robinson, Devon Bailey, Mark Andrews, Jake Ferguson, Darren Waller. I like the players. I just hate the roster construction. The roster construction is what makes you fail. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. Brat, did we look at yours already? Brat, you in here? Shout out to Blanca. Thanks for seeing you. Biggest takeaway for me is Royals is going in the 17th after undrafted for weeks. Is it possible to have too many? I don't like. Here's the thing. I don't hate what you did because it kind of works, but also like it just goes against what I believe. Rabona King is RH Hacks. Holy shit. Rabona King's been like a supporter for a while, and you've been drafting with us the entire time. You're always like, oh, are we going to do another? You've been in every one of our drafts. Good to know. Shout out to Rabona King. What okay. We'll look at RH Hacks and then we'll look at Rabona King. We'll look at Broadster. 3-5-9-3. Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Bryce Young is a good quarterback room. Bucky Irving, James Conner correlated with Kyler Murray, Jordan Mason, Jalen Wright, Jarquez Hunter. I think you need one more running back. I think you would have also been fine with 2 quarterbacks here, but Bryce Young fell. He really, really fell to you. So I don't knock it. I think you could afford to go with 3, but 2 is typically what would be fine here. CeeDee Lamb, Devonta Smith, CeeDee Lamb with Dak, Devonta Smith, Tet with Bryce, Jaden Reed, Luther Burden, Quentin Johnson, Jalen Royals, Jalen Coker, more Bryce Young correlation there. Luke McCaffrey, Trey McBride with Kyler, Colson Loveland, Zach Ertz. I understand why you went 3 tight ends. I understand why you went 3 quarterbacks, but I don't think you needed it. Definitely. I think one more wide receiver would have been fine. But this is good. This is good. This is your best draft yet. Definitely your best draft yet. Disco, what is your disco ball call of the week? I want a prediction for ADP movement or call on something you anticipate to happen during training camp. Marcus Yarn signed somewhere that the first place there's a running back injury and running back vacancy. Marcus Yarns is going to sign there, and he's going to be an absolute steal. I'm still taking him in some of my minis. Efton Chisholm's going to continue to move up boards like significantly. Yeah. I think Cowing is like the obvious answer. All right. Let's sit down and think. The backup running back for the Las Vegas Raiders will emerge as a possible 40% guy who is going to steal some touchdown equity and be the vulture in that situation in Vegas. That is my call. So it could be a Zamir, could be a Mostert, could be a McCormick. Who knows? Great question, No Cap. I like that question a lot. All right, Broadster, you go 3, 5, 10, 2. Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, Cam Ward. There's Cam. Oh, Cam. Saquon Barkley, Omarion Hampton, Cam Scatabo. You got 2 of the rookie Cams. Rashad White correlated with Baker Mayfield. Keaton Mitchell, who I love. This is a good running back room. Jackson Smith and Jigba. George Pickens, Travis Hunter correlated with T-Law. Chris Godwin correlated with Baker Mayfield. Jaden Higgins, Jack Beck. Keenan Allen, Tyler Lockett. It's good that you went extra wide receivers here. Nick Westbrook and Keenan, not bad. Brock Bowers and Tucker Kraft. It's a good draft. It's a good draft. I like how different your lineups are. You don't like conform to the prototypical draft strategy in roster construction build or where you're allocating the capital spent. And I like what you do with your draft because there's always good results. Like the integrity behind your lineups are still there. I think what a lot of people fail to realize is like when we look at structure, we try to see if the integrity is there, where if like one piece falls, the whole lineup will come trickling down and like you'll get a domino effect of just a donation. I don't see that with No Caps drafts. I think a lot of people see it because it just goes against what a lot of people believe in. But like when you look at what he actually does, Broadster, sorry, when you look at what Broadster does, he's a very, very, very clever drafter and a very sharp drafter. And he's somebody who definitely has my respect in these streets. So whenever somebody shits on Broadster, I kind of get pissed. Agreed. Nice. Royals is going to be the new sloppy pick. That's my prediction. Could be. I haven't looked at the NFL schedule at all yet. I will soon. Though time to take down another Millie Maker on DraftKings. Well, you have fun, sir. We don't do that stupid shit. We do drafters and drafters exclusively. And one day you'll draft with us, Big King. I love you. I like that. Call. My predictions, Keenan Allen will sign next 2 weeks with Cardinals, Chargers, or other wide receiver needy teams. And we'll shoot up draft boards. I mean, I've got an absurd amount of Keenan Allen. So I'm hoping this happens like sooner rather than later so he can actually have his footing beneath him and not be like DeAndre Hopkins when he started with Tennessee. Dwa, I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. Look, my face is dry. This is just sweat. My sweat is just glistening. All right. They don't call me Big Draft Energy because we suck at fantasy football. They don't call me Big Draft Energy because I delete tweets about Zamir Wright. They call me Big Draft Energy because there's a lot of transparency, a lot of fantastic calls. I've never been perfect. 2 years ago, I never made a perfect fucking projection. Last year definitely was not perfect with my projections, but we get better every single year. And I promise you guys another thing. This year I won't be perfect, but we're going to give a perfect effort and we're still going to nail a fuck ton of calls and we're going to have a great time and win a lot of people a lot of money in fantasy football. but we don't delete tweets. We're not one of those people who are like, oh, I missed the call, I'm deleting my tweets. That doesn't happen. PPR fantasy tips, I'm talking to you. 3773, Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, Jackson Dart, Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones, Tyrone Tracy, Isaac Garendo, Austin Eckler, Trey Benson, Will Shipley. I like this. Malik Neighbors correlated with Jackson Dart, Lad McConkey, Xavier Worthy, because it was always Xavier Worthy, Chris Olave, Matthew Golden. I love this wide receiver room. Alec A.O. Manor, and then we got another little correlation piece here with Adonai Mitchell. We go Evan Ingram, Tyler Warren, more correlation with Daniel Jones. And Thomas Fadone. Remember the fucking name, guys. Thomas fucking Fadone. It's Thomas Fadone. Fadoni, ya jabroni. Don't fuck with me. Have a wonderful weekend. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Like, I cannot tell you guys how surreal it is to be like on my way home from work and be like, oh, I get to stream. I mean, I get to talk about fantasy football and NFL with a bunch of incredible, wonderful people. This is the best community on the planet. I'll continue to say that. And thanks to everybody who stood up for me today. Thanks for everybody who rocks with me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your continued support. Have a great weekend. Please be safe. Tell somebody you love them, guys. God bless you all. And I'll see you guys Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Until next time, peace.